According to the National Household Survey, gross enrollment rates at the primary level have increased, rising from 116.8% in 2016-2017 to 119.5% nationally in 2023-2024. Rural areas saw an increase from 117.7% to 121.2%, while urban areas enrollment rose from 112.3% to 116.3%. According to UBOS, the rate exceeding 100% means that children outside the official school-going age of 6 to 12 years are also enrolling.
People beyond the 12 years, maybe even some below 6, who are in primary education. And part of this is because of course, the COVID that happened. We all know some were online, but some people are just at home seated until the year ended, then they resumed school. So they are adding to the numbers.
Yet, net enrollment rates, which reflect the portion of children aged 6 to 12 who are actually in school, are declining. In urban areas, net enrollment fell from 83.5% to 80.5% in 2023-2024, while in rural areas it dropped from 78.9% to 76.5%. Nationally, only 77.9% of children in the 6 to 12 age group are in primary school, down from 80% in 2019-2020.
What does that mean? Of the population 6 to 12 years, only 77.9% are in school.
As per primary school enrollment by gender, the data of girls is consistent at 119.0%, but for males, there was an increase in gross enrollment from 117% to 119%. But in terms of net enrollment, the percentage of girls enrolled dropped from 80.9% to 77.2%, while boys' net enrollment remained fairly stable at 78.5%. This suggests that while girls are entering school, many are not staying enrolled up to secondary level.
So the question is, where are the rest? And the girl child is not doing any better.
The drop is more alarming at secondary level. Gross enrollment nationally declined from 36.8% in 2019-2020 to 33.6% in 2023-2024. The rural areas saw a fall from 31.2% to 26%. Urban enrollment also dropped from 53.2% to 46.9%.
Secondary, now you're looking at the population that is 13 to 18 years old. These are supposed to be in secondary education. But for the gross, we acknowledge there are some who are overage or underage and they are in school. So the gross enrollment looks at that population. But of course, the secondary percentages are low because one of the things is the issue of transition. You have those who don't proceed. So they drop out after primary, whether it's for marriage or any other reason. So don't be alarmed by why the percentages are too low. I think this is the community that we live in.
Net enrollment, which counts for those aged 13 to 18 officially meant to be in secondary school, also declined from 27.3% to 23.2% nationally. Both urban and rural areas recorded a decrease, and girls are mostly affected from 37.3% in 2019-2020 to 33.2% in 2023-2024, while the male learners reduced from 36.2% to 34.1%. These figures suggest that while access to primary education continues to expand, many children, especially in rural areas, and more so girls, are dropping out before reaching or completing secondary school.
These poverty correlates in a way, directly or indirectly, are related to poverty. Whether you spend on them or they affect your pocket, that's why we selected these 4 indicators.
Nobert Atukunda, NTV Weekend Edition.